13 months.
13 months? Wow. That's really good. How old are you? 9. How do you like it so far? Like it? How much do you practice every day?
About 45.
That's it. That's good. That's a lot. And what do you do when you practice? What is your, do you have a routine when you practice? Like, do you play scales? You play scales. And then you work on, when you're done with your scales, you work on the piece that you're working on? Okay, good, good. Good, why don't you start from the beginning again? Using vibrato? And how did you learn vibrato? Do you practice your vibrato each day?
Yeah.
Do you have show me quickly how you practice your vibrato. You start slowly and then speed it up. That's good. Yeah. I'll show you. We were working on this earlier today, but I don't know if you were here. I'll just go over it quickly with you. What I really believe in is really pushing yourself. The way to learn, and it's great to do it as early as possible if you're only 1 year into playing, 1 year and 1 month. Try this, like a wide oscillation. And then see if you can just keep going back and forth like that, where the hand is just constantly rocking. Right? My hand isn't doing that. It's just in constant motion. That's it. Now, good. Now, very gradually, I'm going to speed it up and make it more narrow, like not so wide, but a little more. Until it starts to kind of just become an actual vibrato. That kind of there's always that point at which it becomes a motion that I'm actually purposefully doing back and forth, but then it kind of takes off and has a life of its own. Try it. Very gradually speed up, very gradually. Yeah, that's the idea. If you can, you're very natural at it. So, but if you can force yourself to do like a good 30 to 45 seconds of going gradually from this, and then really, the hard part of this is the speeding up. So that you don't just do this and then all of a sudden you do that. But having that gradual in between where it's getting faster and then faster until it becomes vibrato. Try it one more time. Yeah, keep going faster. Keep going. See if you can actually get the vibrato even faster. Yeah, so if you do that, you're gonna get a whole large palette of vibrato at a very young age, which would be very, very good. It's very hard to, sometimes it's hard to, if you learn one vibrato and then expand. But if you do it as young as you are, it's going to make things a lot easier for you. Okay, a couple other basic things. Can you play from that part? Yeah, so go ahead. So one of the hardest things to do on the cello, and you're doing a pretty good job with it, because usually what I see in someone your age who's only been playing for one is that where the bow stops. You're actually doing pretty well not to do that, but you can go further with it, because one of the hardest things to do is play legato. We're playing legato in general, but especially when you're changing the bow on every note. What's hard about it is that it's a combination of things. It's the bow that changes but never stops, and it's a vibrato that doesn't stop either. Because if you go right, if the vibrato stops, probably the bow will stop too. Try it. So actually just as an exercise, just do one note and really let the bow be in constant motion. It's quite good. Just try one note, just as an experiment. Yeah, and use all your bow. Try all your bow. Good. Now use a faster bow speed. Try again. Good. Yes, good. Make sure that your hand is extremely soft. I like to think of my hand, that's the word that comes to mind. So my hand is soft, it's like putty. The minute your hand gets rigid, you get this kind of click in the sound. But if your hand is really, really soft and the arm is really relaxed, then you can have really smooth and constant bow changes. Try it. Really think that your hand is soft. Yeah, there's red. So I hear a little bit of a click there. You don't have to do anything with your hand. You know, when you change the bow, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is stay relaxed. You don't have to change anything. Don't do anything with your hand. Just stay relaxed. The hand will move. It will move because it's relaxed. Because if you actually take your hand and you go like that, if I go like this when my hand is really soft, it's moving, but I'm not moving it myself. It's only moving because it's relaxed. It doesn't move if I'm holding it in place. It's the same thing with the bow. Try it. Where your hand feels like you could almost drop the bow. You could almost drop the bow. Don't drop the bow, but you could. It's like it's so loose that you could drop it. Try it. Yeah, that's it. That's the sound. That's the sound. Yeah. You know, it's a paradox, meaning we have to play emotional music. And we have to play on this thing with these hard, very tightly wound steel strings and hold this bow, and yet we have to be extremely relaxed. We have to be like lying in bed relaxed. That's how relaxed our bodies should be. That's how we can do it. I mean, will you actually be as relaxed as you are when you're lying down? No, but it's like you strive for that. And it's amazing how much easier things are. Your sound actually was better just now. It was more open. The cello was ringing more when you went from, you were like almost there. You were sort of doing this versus when you really are your hand, but your arm should feel relaxed. That's it. That's the sound. So try it right there. You just use more weight. So I saw you were very nicely relaxed, but the sound was kind of quiet because you were focusing on being relaxed. If you want to play that, I'm just letting my arm and gravity, you know, just the natural weight of the arm do the work. I'm not doing anything. It's just making sound. I can also play a solo just by lightening it up a little, using a little less weight, but none of it is pressure. It's all weight or speed. You know, you can also, you know, speed also. That's one way, or weight. You know, but it's never really pressure. And the more you stay relaxed, the more you can get to that sound. You're doing fantastic, so keep up the good work.